Yeah. Let's talk a fourth call. It's scary. He's a caterpillar dope. There's a man selling lies and his name is Dirt. He's a liar and a scammer, he's just the worst. Human conspiracy says Earth is flat, while it's not beliefs or data. What's up with that? Dirt money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a scythe. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to money on a bed of lies. Jeran called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, zero fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics. Hey, he's the brakes. Don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me walk his path. He says, trust me, bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords. Damn, what a find. He ain't sharing secrets, all his derp is lame. A con man, douchebag, just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, data is already leaked. Get a refund and leave that shit. What the fuck, dude? Pull it. Don't download Derp's app, don't believe a word he says. Derp is a scammer. Another Dave is a grifter. He's lying to you, screw Derp, screw this guy. Hope he gets soon into oblivion to sucks. Fuck you, Jeran, and fuck your app. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole.
I woke up feeling fine, had my coffee and toast, checked a flat earth debate, thought I'd roast me a ghost. But 5 minutes in, man, my brain took a dive, started doubting gravity, am I even alive? Oh Lord, I'm feeling fluffy, logic slipped it away. Every fact that I once knew just won't seem to stay. I know the earth is round, but my head's full of doubt. Flat earth's like a virus trying to take me out. They said water finds its level. I said yeah, but a sphere. Then I questioned my own words. What am I doing here? NASA lies, they keep screaming. It's a worldwide hoax. Now I'm Googling moon landings. Try those even real folks? Oh Lord, I'm feeling slurpy, need to reset my brain before I start saying planes don't dip and denying the rain. I know the earth is round, but my logic's on trial. Been trapped in this live stream for far too long a while. Now my IQ's dropping, my senses are numb. Can't tell if I'm breathing or just playing dumb. I need some science, a rescue call, before I start screaming, the globe is a ball. I shut down the stream, took a deep, deep breath, rewatched some Einstein to escape from this mess. But late at night, man, I swear it's a curse. I still hear Black Swan, and it's making me worse. Oh Lord, I'm feeling flirty, need a break from this ride. Flat Earth's a sickness, and it's spreading worldwide. I know the earth is round, I swear that it's true. But debate these fools too long, and you'll start doubting it too. Ooh, I need a drink. Somebody please send me a peer-reviewed paper. I'm slipping, man. I'm feeling flirty.
Still forgot to unmute, but look at that. 6 minutes. Hey, and I played some songs for you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Debunkatorium. I am your old mate DP, and we've got some stuff to talk about this evening. It has been a weekend of streaming insanity, and if you've missed it, you've only got to catch up on about 15 hours worth of content between our three channels. Well, actually, more than that. Closer to 16, 17, possibly 20 hours, almost a whole day after tonight. Mike from the Drunk Debunk show went live yesterday for the usual ghost debunking shenanigans and trivia, and that ended up going over 3 separate streams because he kept unplugging things in a drunken stupor, over 3 separate streams for about 10 hours, and then earlier today or last night, depending on where you are on our marvelous globe, the lovely, talented and beautiful, unfornicated, our very own DC Dano went live, and I got to hang out with him for pretty much the whole stream, just talking about stuff. And I'm going to talk about some of that same stuff tonight because I want to, and I can, because it's my stream. I'll do what I want. And now I'm going live. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Hi to everybody. Emma's giving me crap for being 2 minutes late after being here an hour early, but I was still here an hour early. So you can make it 58 minutes, but I've got that up my sleeve. I've only got a debt of like 4 hours or something of lateness now. So that's a thing. Hi to everybody down there in Chatty Chat land. It is fantastic to see you, and we've got some stuff to cover off tonight. First of all, I've fiddled with some screens. I have. So let's have a look at the slightly revised chatting screen, shall we? 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go. So the chat window is a bit bigger. The text is a bit smaller. Should be able to see it. We've got logos up here. Placeholder, Zoo Crew logo, not final. And we'll get into that in just a few moments. We'll talk about that, and it will be great. So that's how that looks. And my face is a bit bigger because that's important because I'm gorgeous. And then if we go over to the small screen viewing, and, you know, slight spoiler for this one, boom, that's how that looks. So when we want to talk or we're watching something that's horrible, we don't need to see all of it, which we might do tonight, the viewing window gets a bit smaller over there. And it's on the other side now. It's just filled out a bit. I think it's rather fetching. And let me just check the chat window over here because this one might be, no, that's fine. Absolutely fine. And then the big viewing screen, that's a bit different too. So I'm a bit smaller down the corner. The chat window is bigger again, and the viewing window is bigger. But excitingly, I've been working on this all weekend. Boom. The next time someone decides they want to drop in, I can make it happen. And when I look over at the screen to see what they're up to, it kind of looks like I'm looking at them. So that's nice. Bit of eye contact. Marvelous stuff. And I can put the guest name there. I've got a reminder. Guest name goes here, dummy, and up the top it says, look, kids, it's whoever it is. Isn't that clever? And if they want a screen share, I've got a whole separate screen for that where I move a bit, and then my other monitor comes up at the moment, but when I turn on the screen sharey bit, it goes over the top, and I can turn off this one, and that's where the screen share will go. If they want to share something with us or play a video or whatever, they can absolutely do that, and they get to stay up in the top corner. So I can have guests, and it won't take me 4 hours to set it up. I've tested it with the awesome Tori Hanzo, and it all seemed to work. So, yeah, pretty bloody happy with that. Boom. Back to this screen. So it's not the most readable chat in the world, but it's there. Deal with it. If you've got a big screen, then you'll totally be into it. Gregory Nitsky, chat in all caps to make it readable on small screen. I mean, I'm fine with that, but that's up to the mods, Gregory. So good luck. I wish you all the best. Uncle Charlie says, this is a worrying display of competence. Yes, it is. Yeah, thanks, FPV. I've done some learning. I'm learning. So the guest thing, I just didn't know what the best way to do it was. I know some people use Zoom, some people use StreamYard, other people use different services like Microsoft Teams. Modern Day Debate use Google Meet, and it's awful. So I didn't want to go that route. So what I found, for anyone who's interested, it's called Video Ninja. What's up, Ninja? And it's pretty cool. And it's completely free for nothing. How reliable it is, no idea. But we're going to find out at some point. And no 40-minute time limit. So if someone like Dave McKeegan was to come in, he doesn't get cut off mid-sentence again, because that sucked and I felt bad. But it was awesome when Dave McKeegan swung by to say hello. Very, very cool. It is Sunday night here in Australia. Daylight savings has ended. That's why I was here an hour early, ready to start the stream, and didn't have to be. And I've changed the clock on my microwave. Everything else does it automatically, but the microwave needed a helping hand. So you can all sleep easier tonight knowing that the microwave is okay. All right? So everybody calm down. You can stop emailing me. You can stop calling. You can stop bombarding the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, I'm going to see if I can log into it on this other computer and I can show you what's going on over there. Because something exciting happened today. And I don't want to do that. I just want to log in. Stupid thing. Bear with me, folks. Da, 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 da. Who am I? That's me. Log in. Oh, it's doing a thing. Haha. It's working. It's working. Just check the general chat while I'm there. Michaela said to have fun. She's doing stuff and she's not here. So what I want to show you is this thread. Let me just go over to the viewing screen. I don't know. Here we go. This is Discord, everybody. If you're not on the Discord, you absolutely should be. If one of the mods, if you're able to whack that in the chat, and I'll pin it for all the lovely people to take advantage of if they want to get in on the Discord action. But this thread, let me just zoom. Can I move this? Yes? No? Maybe? Can I make it go away? Probably not. Anyway, let's just zoom in so I can all see what's going on. That's sort of readable. One more. Let's go 2 more. Screw it. Yeah. Size matters. Nice and big. So, oh, look out. McKeegan's in. I fixed the guest thing, Mr. McKeegan. Dave McKeegan's here, everybody. Give him a big cuddle for me. Zoo Crew logo competition is happening. It's kicked off on my server because Mike went to bed and Dan couldn't be asked. So here's what we're doing. As you know, we're basically the best community of people anywhere on the internet, known as the Zoo Crew. We have some founding members. Everybody else has been adopted in over time. We hang out here in the Debunkatorium. We mostly hang out over at the Drunk Debunk Show. We hang out with Unfornicated as well. We're going to get him to 1,000 subs in no time. But the Zoo Crew need a logo, and I've had one on my screen, but it's not official. I just slapped it together because I wanted something to recognize all you lovely people. But as stated here, the Zoo Crew, loyal viewers of the Drunk Debunk Show, Unfornicated, and DP Debunks, and also the greatest collection of people on the internet, deserve a proper emblem. So we're calling on you to design the official Zoo Crew logo. Damn straight. What are we looking for? It needs to be a clear, safe for work design. So we can't have a giant penis or a giant vagina on it. I'm sorry, but we want to put it on stuff and display it for all in all their glory. And, just keep it toned down a little bit. Not every night is Friday night over at the Drunk Debunk Show. That's all we're saying. You did make a pretty flower, Emma. I'm going to show you that in a moment. It must include the words Zoo Crew. And if I need to explain that to you, you might be on the wrong side of the flat earth debate. But I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But just in case, because we're referring to this collective of individuals as the Zoo Crew, it would be really handy to have those words somewhere in the emblem, nice and legible, so that it's clear. And it will be used for stream overlays. It'll go on merch, and I'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. And also for emotes and emojis in the chats and on Discord and everywhere else. Submissions for your entries. You can email them to either Mike, Dan, or myself. All our email addresses are available in various forms all over the place. You can do it via the Discord. So I've set up the Zoo Crew logo competition. There'll be one over on the Drunk Debunk Show Discord as well, or the Micro over IP Discord, so you can jump in there and do it that way. The deadline is April 22nd, US time. So or basically just April 22nd. If you're in the US or overseas where it's still the 22nd and you submit it onto my Discord, you kind of get yourself some extra time, even though it'll be the 23rd by then. So there you go. And preferred format as a PNG or an SVG file, preferably with a transparent background if available, or if at all possible, just because then it's better for emojis and whacking on shirts and hoodies and hats and all that sort of stuff. The selection process, we will, a la top left, hold a very special nomination stream where Mike, Dan, and yours truly, we will select our top 3 favorite designs. Why? It's just easier that way. If we've got like multiple rounds of voting, it's going to be a nightmare. So we'll trim it down to the best ones. We all kind of have the same sense of humor and the same sort of aesthetic vibe. So yeah, we should come out with 3 top tier submissions. And then you lot are going to vote to decide the final, saying winner, but you know, the successful designer I would rather go with, because we're all winners here, especially me. And the winner will become the creator of the official Zoo Crew logo. And as a reward, as announced by Unfornicated earlier this evening or today, you will get a Zoo Crew shirt or hoodie. We'll make it your choice. Sucked in, Dan. Hoodies are more expensive. But it can be a shirt or a hoodie, entirely up to you if you're the successful designer. And I will chip in with a revised DP Debunks sticker sheet featuring the winning logo added to the collection. If you don't know what we're talking about with sticker sheets, allow me to show you. We'll just jump into the store. I had this ready. I was prepared for things. Hey, what do you think of that? This is the sticker sheet, the DP Debunks Ultimate Sticker Sheet, 11 bunktastic designs, soon to be 12. I'll have to relay everything out. But the winning design will get added on to the sticker sheet for you to stick on things. You'll get one of those as well, worth almost 17 Australian dollary dues. That's like $2 US. But you can see everybody's on there. You got Wits at the Platypus, you got Cool Banana, you got Evil Dearth Potato, another Wits at the Platypus, couple of logos, both versions of the sarcasm meter, because, you know, needs change. And it'll have the Zoo Crew logo on there. It'll probably be a big one. You get that free for nothing if your design is successful. So if you think you've got what it takes to rep the Zoo Crew, let's see what you got. And then there's a bunch of animals on the post because I thought they were cute. Emma likes the one I made. I'm inclined to agree. I think it's awesome, but I'm not submitting it. This is Emma's design for the Zoo Crew. It's got a lovely flower, is what that is. Anything else you're seeing within that, shame on you. But that's Emma's design. That's in there. Michaela submitted this one. I don't think it's quite right. And, you know, we did say image, not video. But great work there. Highly apt for the Zoo Crew, the anti-horny spray. But, yeah, probably not so much. And then we've just been dropping memes in that thread. So there you go. You could be the designer of the Zoo Crew logo. Get in on that. It's on my Discord right freaking now. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you can do so via the YubTubs. I'll just go to my YubTub page really quickly. It is missing RATzoid stickers. He's not getting a sticker because he's a piece of shit. Let's just go here, go to view my channel, which I do all the time. There you go. See that? That's a link to the Discord right there on the DP Debunks page. So you can click on that, join the Discord, and have a jolly old fucking time. It's going to be awesome. Oh, apparently I'm streaming. Didn't even know. So that, I think, is all I've got to say about that. And I can close the Discord. Boom. Bye-bye. Again, spoilers for what's coming up in a moment. Yeah, bit I want to cover. So obviously Dave McKeegan was here in the Debunkatorium the other night, and we had a chat about RATzoid. If you're unfamiliar with his work, just as a reminder of who RATzoid is it going to work? It doesn't want to work. Am I hitting the wrong key? What am I doing? What's going on?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
There you go. He does have a tiny micro penis. So that's RATzoid for everybody, in case you were wondering. We had a chat about him and the vile, disgusting things that he said about Lisbeth Costa and what he insinuated about Jeran and everybody else who went on the trip to Antarctica, the final experiment. It was gross. It is a great soundbite, Liz, and it's absolutely not voice cloning. It's not voice cloned at all. I wouldn't do that kind of thing and put words in people's mouth. Yeah. So that was cool. And then the next day, Dave McKeegan went live and spoke about the same stuff to a lot more people than I did, and probably did it a bit calmer and with less profanity. So there was that. Creaky put a video out about the same thing the next day and tore RATzoid a new one, which was great. And we spoke about it on Mike's stream when I jumped on the Discord, and we were having a group chat there. And then Jeran jumped on at about 3 a.m. Mike's time. So we ended up having a chat with Jeran about the situation, someone who's been like directly impacted and affected by it. And needless to say, he's not very happy with old Keith. No. And I did manage to make him laugh by calling him RATzoid. So well done, Joe Black, for coining the term RATzoid. I believe it was you. If it wasn't, just take the credit and be done with it. And you can argue with whoever actually did. It's what I do at work all the time. Not at all, Big Fish. I wouldn't do that sort of thing. And then we spoke about it again on Unfornicator's channel today. I'm still quite annoyed, and that's what I wanted to discuss tonight in the stream. Before we get into the usual shenanigans and we just get sidetracked and do everything else, I'm going to talk about RATzoid and his attempt to obfuscate the issue, which has been unsuccessful. So, yours was fuck RATzoid. That's right. My bad. Sorry, Joe Black. So you can get stuff. I don't thank you at all. Yeah, Liz, I heard about that because Big Fish, it was you who was filling me in on what went down with RATzoid in McKeegan's chat, and I haven't had a chance to have a look because I've been invading everybody else's stream for the last 24 hours. But I will. I promise, because I'm determined to. I really enjoy watching McKeegan streams. Hope he doesn't mind me calling him McKeegan. Dave McKeegan. We'll go full name. Maximum respect. Salute, sir. Even if you are a dirty, filthy, scouse bastard. Anyway, we need to play the theme song if we're going to talk about RATzoid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everybody's least favorite cult leader. It's the one and the only RATzoid and Friends.
I'm a disgusting person. That everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and Friends. RATzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Lisbeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebrands scum, BJ2. With RATzoid's crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Fireflies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and Friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle-jerking cowards, RATzoid and Friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do, RATzoid. You sure do. There you have it, folks. The theme tune for RATzoid and Friends. Long may it rain. And Dave McKeegan said, I've been called a lot worse. You and me both, sir. And RATzoid's going to get called a lot worse tonight. Yeah, Keith Reynolds would hate me using his full name, wouldn't he? Poor RATzoid. That would be a real damn shame. So, in case you're unaware and you're living under a rock, what RATzoid has done is he's rebranded his channel. You can see it in the thumbnail. I might just bring that up over... Can I do it? I can. I need to do a thing. So he's rebranded his whole channel, and he's not going to focus on flat Earth anymore because all us horrible glow people are so toxic. We are just the absolute worst, and he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. The poor dear. I feel really bad about it. But that's his story, and he appears to be sticking to it, and it's a load of bollocks, basically. But we'll just flick over to the viewing screen again so you can get the gist. So he's renamed his channel Creelia, which is original, or Creelize. I'm pretty sure it is. It might be like Creality or C Reality or whatever. It's Creelia is what it is, and it's a much better description. It's a really. I've also fixed his name, as you can see. It's at RATzoid's perspective. That's still how you can find him on YouTube, even though he named his channel. Hasn't changed his handle. 5,000, just over 5,000 subscribers and 1.4K videos, which should seem a little bit embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure if you go to his channel page on YouTube, it looks exactly like this. This is unmodified. No modifications whatsoever. So, yep. That is a thing. Is the chat frozen? It did. I apologize for that. Let me just go back here. It should behave itself now. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there. So he's done that, and he's addressed some stuff on his first stream with his new Derp channel, and he's put out a video, and we're going to have a look at that video first up because I think it's very enlightening for all of us to see where dear RATzoid is at these days, and his reasonings behind rebranding his channel. Now, you'll need to excuse me because I may be a little bit cynical. I may have been around the debunking space for too long already. It's only been 2 months. But if I was a cynical person, I might assume that rebranding his channel from RATzoid's perspective to Creelize might have something to do with the absolute shitstorm of consequence that has fallen upon him as a result of the comments he made and being made accountable for them. And it could be viewed by some as an attempt to just throw a blanket over the things that have been discussed over the last few days. Now, me being a man of integrity, absolutely assumes that's part of the decision that's been made. That it's just an attempt to say, well, I'm not talking about flat Earth anymore, so you all just need to drop it and let it go. Well, that's not going to happen on this channel, RATzoid, because your half-assed attempt to do the one thing that I'm seeking on the thumbnail doesn't cut the mustard. Doesn't cut the mustard at all. And you'll see why momentarily. Most of you have already seen this, but we're just going to watch it again for shits and giggles, really. And again, my channel, I'll do what I want. Let's just have a quick scan through the chat before I dive in and get thoroughly distracted and abandon you all to my stream of consciousness ramblings. Conspiracy Music Studio says, got to say, your songs are much more direct insults to him than I have dared. Yeah, I stopped giving a shit when I saw what he said about Lisbeth. So, what else we got? Conspiracy Music Studios, according to Urban Dictionary, creality, noun, the created reality of a delusional person. Sounds about right. We're also going to have a look at the channel name itself. I did it a little bit on Unfornicated Stream. Some of you may know what's coming in that regard, but yeah. Good times. You'll all get a kick out of it. Shifty Eye Shady's in. Welcome, Shifty Eye Shady. For those of you who don't know, Shifty Eye Shady used to be a flat earther. He got out of the cult, and now women are just constantly throwing themselves at them. As MC Tuna said, Shifty's milkshake brings all the girls to the yard, and they're all like, yours is better than ours. Like, for reals, the man is drowning in... You know the word I was thinking, and I'm not going to say it because it's inappropriate, but it's totally true. And that's why he's late to the party, obviously, because he was getting it. I just love that joke from Toon, and I'm embracing it because we absolutely should. Right, so we're going to have a look at this little video. I'm going to be jumping back and forth at various points just to highlight. I'm going to be, let's say, critiquing what RATzoid's had to say about his reasoning for the change. He's just explaining it to us. The video is titled Flatzoid No More, and that's very, very apt because he's not Flatzoid anymore. No, no, no. He is and will forever be known as RATzoid. So let us hear from the man himself, RATzoid. Hopefully this works. Here we go.
As you've realized, Flatzoid's perspective channel has changed.
Sure has. It sure has. You don't even really have the old logo anymore, RATzoid. You completely changed that. Still get your face on it though. That's a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Means we can all still recognize it, know it's you, and avoid it like the plague.
There is a big reason why I'm doing this.
Yeah, there is. Because you're in deep shit, buddy. Deep, deep shit. And you need to take a hard right turn to try and distance yourself from it. Unfortunately, it's not going to work.
I feel that this whole flat earth environment is a bit toxic, but not based from flat earthers itself, mostly from the anti-flat earth side.
Yes, yes, of course. It's us. We're the toxic ones. Flatzoid, or the artist formerly known as Flatzoid, now known as RATzoid, he's not at fault. Scum's not at fault. PJ's not at fault. Oakley, DeBay, any of those guys. They are the victims. We are the horrible ones because we're obviously the ones who say the worst stuff. I've got an example here of Flatzoid not saying horrible stuff. Here you go.
We all know why Lisbeth went with on the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Ski.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Have you ever heard of the saying before village bicycle?
You're right, RATzoid. We are the horrible, toxic ones. Fucking moron. You said that. That's on the internet. That's not edited. That's what you said. Back to this one. We'll carry on.
Because they seem to be very obsessed and very personal in their attacks because we don't have the same belief system as them and their globe cult.
Let's just hear that again.
To be very obsessed and mostly from the anti-flat earth side because they seem to be very obsessed and very personal in their attacks because we don't have the same belief system as them and their globe cult.
The globe cult. The globe cult. I can disagree about a number of things with anybody in this chat, and I don't need to resort to personal attacks or belittling them as a person. Absolutely don't have to. I don't even have to do it about Witsit. I don't. A lot of the stuff that's come up about Witsit, I refuse to discuss here on the channel. What I will discuss here on the channel, Flatzoid, is what you said, the words that came out of your mouth with malice and intent to harm about other people. This is not a cult. We don't have cult leaders here. We don't have anybody who holds them up as the people in charge of the debunking space that everybody else has to bow down to and worship and lick their boots. It just doesn't happen. We have mutual respect for one another. I respect Toon. I respect Craig. I respect Dave McKeegan. I respect Simon Dan and Creaky, Mike, Dan, Misinformation Agent, everybody involved in this space. Bob the Science Guy, Professor Phil Parks, PhD Tony, everybody. Mad respect. I have none for you. And it's not because you're a flat earther. Before this happened, I thought you were one of the least shitty ones, but you've shown your true colors, and my estimation of you fell through the freaking floor because this crap is who you really are. And now you're out here playing the victim. No, I don't think so. And you're not getting a pass on it. Not here.
So this video is just simply to tell you all, RATzoid's perspective is just changing. I'm still RATzoid. The earth is still flat. God created us for a purpose.
So he's still lying, basically. He's going to continue to lie. He's going to continue to deceive his audience and spout the same bunch of bullshit that he's been saying for years with zero evidence and zero integrity. It's just now it's going to be rebadged so that it doesn't get tied to the shitstorm he caused by saying horrible, disgusting things. It's just going to, as I said, try to throw a blanket over it, sweep it under the rug, and hope it all goes away. And he's got a plan for how he's going to make that happen too, our RATzoid. You'll hear that in a second.
But this video is just to tell you that I'm not going to take part in the flat earth arena, as you would place it, anymore, and go and talk and rebut any of these anti-flat earth people.
I just need to do something while this is happening. Also, he's not going to take place in the flat earth arena anymore. So that's a win. Okay, let's just put that there and this here. I'm not very good at writing with a mouse. This is like the best ever. I'm bound to fuck it up in a second. Here we go. And the other thing we'll need, of course, is some stink lines. Because he's earned them, quite frankly. Much better. Much better. I can't remember what he was talking about. It doesn't really matter. Let me just jump back. Sorry, folks. I got distracted by drawing on him. Here we go.
But this video is just to tell you that I'm not going to take part in the flat earth arena, as you would place it, anymore.
I remember
And go and talk and rebut any of these anti-flat earth people.
That's because you can't, RATzoid. You've never been able to. Every argument you've ever made for the flat earth has fallen flat. Pun intended. See what I did there? Quite proud of that one. I may have had it written down. I didn't. I made it up. It was off the cuff. This cuff. Boom. Straight off it. Like, you won't be missed, RATzoid. You won't. But we won't forget about you. No. See, because I think DC Dano was right. I think you're just going to let a little bit of time pass, and when you see your subscriber number drop, because no one gives a shit about biblical cosmology, when you see your subscriber numbers drop and your revenue from YouTube drop, you're going to be really tempted to make a big comeback and dip your toes back in the water, aren't you? Aren't you? You're already second-guessing yourself. You are, you cheeky little rat, you. You're already thinking about it, because this change isn't going to go down well with your audience. They all tune in to hear you go after Will Duffy and the evil satanic globers and to pick apart the final experiment, or, as we on the globe side of the debate like to say, lie. But it's only a matter of time. And when that happens, and I'm pretty sure it will happen, we'll all be here waiting. And like Pepperidge Farms, I remember.
You see, the thing is, when you engage with these people, they seem to bring the worst out in people. They seem to bring you into situations you don't feel you should be in anyway.
Do we? Because this was your stream, Keith. This was yours. This was on your channel. You weren't in a debate. There were no globers here. You were in your own little echo chamber, and this is what you did with it.
We all know why Lisbeth went with on the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Ski.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Have you ever heard of the saying before, village bicycle?
Yeah,
This was not deliberate, but check out the vial. Fucking nailed it. Total accident. That wasn't planned. Even the stink lines still work. And we're just crossing out PJ's face. So I'm giving myself... where's my pen? Give myself 10 points for that. 10 points for DP. Thank you. I nailed it. Let's just cue that up again. It's not that hard. 1 minute 10. Write that down. 1 minute 10 in the video on MC Tune's channel. That's all you need. It's basically what this all boils down to. Anyway, sorry, RATzoid. Continue with your bullshit.
Sometimes you say things you weren't supposed to be. Sometimes you say things you didn't mean. But most of the times they misrepresent what you say or what you mean.
Yep. We totally misrepresent what you said and what you meant, RATzoid. In case you doubt that, here you go.
Life. We all know why Lisbeth went with on the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Scared.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Have you ever heard of the saying before, village bicycle?
I just had my hands in the air, so you know I wasn't like editing that in real time with Unreal Engine or using a fake sun. Satan was down here on the desk. He wasn't in my hand, so it wasn't him. Like, I haven't modified that. That was RATzoid. That's what he said. We're not misrepresenting it, RATzoid. Those are the words that came out of your mouth. So I'm confused. Don't know what you've been talking about, mate. You're not my mate.
And they try and dig you a hole and misrepresent you as your character false to a lot of people.
You've done that yourself. Let's just make that bigger so nailed it. You've done that yourself through your actions, your words, the way you've conducted yourself since everybody got back from Antarctica, since before they left. You're a dishonest, disingenuous, lying, deceitful piece of shit. And unlike Flat Earth, we have so much evidence in support of that. We don't have to misrepresent you, RATzoid. We don't. We don't have to work very hard at all. Actually, we don't have to work to make you look bad and to paint the picture of what you are. All we need to do is play clips. We can play one clip where you say one thing, another clip where you say another thing, where you contradict yourself and go back on what you've said. We can show footage of you making hard, fast commitments and claims, and a subsequent clip where you've rapidly backtracked on that. And we can play clips of you basically accusing Lisbeth Acosta, who's never done anything to you, who's never really crossed paths with you, of you essentially calling her a whore for no fucking reason other than to big note yourself and make you and your circle jerk and jerk offs feel good about yourselves. Was it worth it? Now that you've essentially had to nuke your channel? I hope it was worth it, because I know it wasn't.
Now, the thing is, I feel that although there are things that I definitely should have not said or anything, I do apologize.
He apologized in general.
Specifically to Lisbeth Acosta. I did not mean to drag you into anything. I made an off-cuff remark based on context that was totally misrepresented by the likes of McToon and the other company.
Totally misrepresented. For the record, just so we're clear, okay? This is what totally misrepresented looks like.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
I wrote that and voice cloned it. RATzoid never said that. He also never said this.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Okay? He's never said this, to my knowledge. He should have, but he's never said it.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
It's true, but he's never said it. Do you know what he did say?
They need to get a life. We all know why Lisbeth went with on the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Skiing.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Have you ever heard of the saying before, village bicycle?
Yeah, toon bike.
Yep.
Where I'm from, it's the toon bike.
Local pusher.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what context we're supposed to be missing, but the intent and the words were very fucking clear. RATzoid, very, very clear. No misrepresentation. Your words out of your mouth. You had a chance to catch yourself then and there. You took a nice long pause after saying that. You had time to nod where everybody else backed you up and doubled down and dogpiled. But you didn't correct yourself at the time. You didn't clarify at the time. That's a problem. Bill Tetley's in with a super chat for $5 US. Says, hey, DP Debunks. Creality is the name of a 3D printer. Should someone let Ender create a company know of possible copyright infringement? We will get to that, Bill Tetley, but I did have a large reading through that thread on Toon's Discord. It was really fun. Highly recommend you all go check it out. It was good times. Right, let's continue.
Anyway, Lisbeth, my apologies. Did not mean to drag you into anything. Just note it wasn't my intentions, and they are misrepresenting what was said and how it was said.
I've played the clip enough times. I'm not going to do it again, but we'll watch the rest of Toon's video throughout the course of the stream, and it'll become readily apparent that even though Toon's video is edited, he's repositioned things on the screen and he's recut it a little bit to fit everybody in because they were all down the bottom when these things were said. The audio is not modified. Not at all. There is no context in existence. There never has been in the history of the world, and there never will be, where what you said, RATzoid, can be explained away with a little bit more information to make it okay. That amount of context does not exist. Of all the lies you've told, it is absolutely the most despicable and the most unforgivable. As for your apology to Lisbeth, it's not just her that you owe an apology to. The insinuation, the suggestion, the innuendo that you fired off into the ether, pun intended, impacted Lisbeth, but also Jeran, MC Toon, Dave McKeegan, Critical Think, Will Duffy, Jason Morandi, everybody who was on that trip. You owe all of them an apology. And I don't care what your personal feelings are towards him. You claim to be a man of God. You claim to be a believer in Christ. Then however wronged you may feel, however unfairly or however misrepresented you delusionally think you have been, they have been wronged and it's not in their head. You made it personal. Dave McKeegan said as much on this very channel. That's on you, not on them. Context doesn't matter. You owe all of them an apology. You owe them more than this shitty video where you play the victim. You're not the victim. You're not the main character. You need to apologize to all of them for what you said. You need to apologize for lying, for slander. And you need to retract the statement to your entire audience. And you need to tell people to stop repeating the lie, to stop spreading it, because, and surprise, surprise, from a flat earth proponent, it's misinformation. Apologize and retract. That's what you need to do without making yourself the victim.
Secondly, all the anti-flat earthers that are watching this right now.
Oh, he's talking about us. We're in the video. Hi, that's us. We're anti-flat earthers. What have you got to say to us, RATzoid?
I am praying for you. I do hope you get over this with us that are watching this right now. I am praying for you.
Don't pray for me, RATzoid. Please. Please don't. Don't. You don't know me. You don't know my name. You don't know anything about me. We've never interacted. But keep your prayers as far away from me as possible, because whatever it is you pray to, if they think what you've done is okay, I'll have no part of it. Thank you very much. I'll stick with light bulb Satan. This guy, he gets me. And you know what? This light bulb has never, ever insinuated that an innocent person is the village bicycle. See how that works? You can just not say it. But once it is said, this light bulb is more capable of a worthwhile apology than you are. Satan deserves more forgiveness than you at this point in time. Let that sink in. But don't pray for me.
I do hope you get over this weird obsession over my character and my family. And
Now, I'll concede a point here. In my last stream, I said some things that involved RATzoid's wife. But what I did, RATzoid, within a couple of minutes, I was called out on it, and I took a moment, reflected, and thought, yeah, fair play. And I apologized directly, right down the barrel, to your wife, and retracted what I said, made it clear that I didn't mean it. I was fired up, but it was a sincere, heartfelt apology. Straight away. Do you know what I didn't do? I didn't rebrand my entire fucking channel. I didn't double down on the remarks that I made, and I didn't lie more to try and cover my ass.
everybody in the Flat Earth arena. It's very, very unhealthy. I pray for everybody that is still in that arena that you see the light. And, well, simply, guys, if you're in the Flat Earth arena and you're Flat Earthers, my suggestion would be starve the anti-Flat Earthers of content. Just ignore them altogether. I have started going to literally ban them all, block them, ignore them. Call it echo chamber, whatever you want.
Oh, I'll absolutely call it an echo chamber. I'll go one step further, because we all know what Flat Earth really is. If you know what Flat Earth really is and what RATzoid in that statement is actually encouraging people to do, just drop it in the chat for me, will you? What is RATzoid actually asking his audience to do? It's not about blocking the trolls. It's not about blocking the anti-Flat Earthers. What is he actually asking people to do? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a C, and he'd like them to be deeper in it. I basically just answered the question for you, making it all redundant, but I'm an impatient person. There we go. Everybody's getting it right. Religious cult. A cult. Stay in the cult. Get deeper in the cult. Ignore anything that might take you out of the cult. And don't forget, he's now rebranded his whole channel so you can join a whole new cult of the Bible and biblical cosmology and RATzoid's twisted own interpretation of religion. You can have two religions for the price of one. Over on Creolize, it's a bargain at twice the price. All it costs you is your integrity, the respect of your peers, the love and admiration of your family, employment prospects, hope for the future. That's all it takes. So if you don't need those things, get on over to RATzoid's corner of the internet and have yourself a great time. I'm not sure. There appears to be a typo in your message, David Swallow, but I can't see where it is. It's weird. Right. Yep, Big Fish. Yeah, typo in yours too. I can't nail it down. Maybe I'm dyslexic. I don't know. Here we go.
The fact is, I'm not going to partake in their scum anymore. I'm not going.
Our scum. You've sat on a stream with literal scum for months and months and months and months and months, if not years. We are not the scum. We are not the ones telling lies. Nothing I have said tonight about you and what you've said is untrue, RATzoid. Nothing. I haven't misrepresented anything that you said. I've just played clips of you. Emma has gifted 10 DERPUNKErships to the chat. So if you've received one of those people, you can thank the ever amazing Emma for that, despite her hatred of my inability to tell time. She's an amazing supporter of the channel. Thank you, Emma. And congrats to everyone who scored one. Awesome.
Going to partake in their filthiness. It is a playground for bringing the worst out in people. And I don't want to be part of that more. So
we don't want you to be part of it either, RATzoid, especially not after this week. And again, it's annoying because he painted himself as this sort of outside of the debate arena and his own little echo chamber. He's always presented himself as like calm and amicable and nice and okay. But he's not. He's not. We've seen his true colors. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And what does he do? Does he own it? Does he put his hand up and say, you know what? I was dead wrong. I was way out of line. And what I said, I apologize. I retract it to my audience. Please don't repeat that stuff. I made it all up. None of it is true. Let's all just move on. But I apologize to Lisbeth, everyone who went on TFE for any harm that my lie may have caused. That's how you do it, Flatzoid. But you didn't do that because you're a rat. You're a garbage person. And this little freaking pity party that you're throwing for yourself, nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. Lindsay Bow, comparing me to Randy Feltface, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult. But I like Randy Feltface, so I'm going to take it as a compliment.
I hope you guys all see the future as bright as I do, because there's going to be no more scum in our lives anymore.
Well, you just told everybody to avoid the people who can get them away from the scum, to block everybody who's, telling the truth. So no, you're asking them to dig themselves deeper with the pond scum. So how's that going to work, RATzoid? It doesn't make sense.
On the anti-flatter side. So from now on, the channel will be dedicated to biblical cosmology and biblical scripture. I will not be rebutting any videos from these guys, and will not be watching any of their content.
You really should watch the content, RATzoid. You should definitely watch this, and you should absolutely watch my last stream. I think you'll love it. It's first class content, but it's shit you need to hear. Because if you stay in your little echo chamber with your circle jerking jerkle of jerk-offs, you're going to do this again. You do realize that by getting into the whole biblical debate, biblical cosmology, you're going to fall into the creationist thing. And that's going to put you on the radar of people like Professor Dave. And if you think you've had a bad run with Toon and FTFE, holy shit. If people like Professor Dave and Max can get into the biblical cosmology arena with you, it's going to be a bloodbath. Then what are you going to rename your channel to? What's next? Maybe you should team up with Joe Hanvey and start selling fucking Tupperware.
If they have tagged me, I will not bother to even watch it anymore. So any flat earth and
let's test that theory. Hang on. Let me just go to stream. Oh, I can't do it from here. Or can I? I can. I can go to studio. This won't end the stream, will it? It'll be fine. If the stream ends, raise your hand. Let me know. Content. Live. I'm just going to tag him in the description, see what he's got to say for himself. He won't show up. There we go. If we tag him, he won't respond. Let's see if he, how long that's going to last. Just in case. Just in case. Where do I go? Live. Back in here. Click on that. Back to the dashboard. Sorry. I hope you're all amusing yourselves thoroughly. Just had to get that out of the way. It's now added to the stream description. So we'll see what happens, shall we? How much longer is this? Oh God, another minute of this shit.
Anti-flat earthers that are trying to grab my attention like they usually do. Any of you that's still trying to contact my wife or my children or trying to...
I'll say this. I haven't heard of anyone trying to contact RATzoid's wife or children. Okay? And I can't speak to the validity of that particular claim that RATzoid's making. Because RATzoid's saying it, I am admittedly inclined to believe that it's absolute bullshit. But I will say this. If anyone watching this or seeing this has done that, reached out to RATzoid's wife or kids, you're a fucking moron and knock it off. Never do that again. That is not okay and never ever will be. And that is up there with what RATzoid said. Don't do it. And if I get wind that you have and you show up here, you're not welcome until you issue an apology. All right? That is fucked up. Don't do that. It's not okay. Again, I'm pretty confident because RATzoid said it, it didn't actually happen. But just to cover the base and so everybody knows where I stand, fuck no. Moving on.
put any of us in a bad light. Just know that what you are doing, you will stand before God and you will have to account for it one day. You will need to go and understand that I don't care about your opinion. I don't think you understand that whatever you're trying to paint me as.
First of all, when I stand before God, I'm going to tell him a joke as an icebreaker because that's my in. That's kind of my thing. If I can make him laugh, I think I'll be all right. That, as I've said to a certain flat earther I had some dealing with from England, where I learned some harsh lessons in and of myself. Me and God, like, we're pretty cool. We've just got an understanding. We agree to disagree on a lot of shit, and he's never told me he has a problem with it. So I just assume we're cool. So I'm not stressed about that. You, my friend, you are going to have an issue because what you've shown with this video is that what's the term you appear unrepentant, sir. And that's going to fuck you up. You might want to course correct on that one. God doesn't dig that, from what I hear. He kind of takes it personally. Uncle Charlie, good point. We're not flat earthers, but some people get carried away and they can take it too far. And I just wanted everybody to know my position on that is don't. No matter how angry you get at this motherfucker, like, mob rules, families off limits. You don't go there, okay? I'm not equating us to the mob, obviously. So if anyone's taking offense at that, please don't. It was a joke and it was a bad analogy, and I'm walking it back right now. I wish I hadn't said it, but I have. I can't erase it, but I'm just making that clear. Families off limits. It's not okay. Again, just in case there were any doubt. What if you're paraplegic? That's really unfortunate. I think the term stand is used in the colloquial sense, but you're right. context is important. I would hate. What if the term "stand before God" that he's just used? What if he's misrepresenting what God said and taking it out of context? We need more context. God needs more context. Clearly, we've just misunderstood what he said. Yeah, Dan the man has said, 100% certain nobody in this chat has reached out to RATzoid's family or kids. 100%. I would be shocked to my absolute core if they had, because it's so far removed from the realm of possibility in my mind that it's not even worth considering. But on the off chance anyone has and they're watching this later on, like, shame on you. That's all I want to make clear. The judge told me I seem to show no remorse. Right, so it does it worse. Yeah. Big Fish, my insincerity meter is off the scale. I'm glad you brought that instrument along, Big Fish. Mine is broken. It smashed earlier today when I watched this. It's about half an hour ago. Foxworth Cameron doesn't believe in any of the 10,000 gods. If one of them is real, I hope it's not the one he believes in. If any are real, I'll tell them all the same. You have no more evidence than any others. Would it be like a job fair, maybe? Like, if you don't pick a lane, you can't be wrong, because there's so many options. It's like going to God Sizzler. Like, you could have the salad, or you could have the pasta bake, or you could have the Greek salad or the Caesar salad. There's a rice salad and a pasta salad over there. Just get everybody knows the pasta salad's the best. Why would you go anywhere else? But that's beside the point. Salad's very different to religion. But I imagine, like, you get up there and all the gods are just laid out before you, and you can just kind of shop around and pick where you want to go. That'll work for me. And again, free will. That would make more sense. Okay. Let's, Daryl, sorry. I shouldn't have said Sizzler. Because now we all want cheesy garlic bread, right? Yeah. Damn it.
Is not going to affect me or anybody here. So this is a friendly reminder that the Earth's flat. It always
Dave McKeegan and all you can pray buffet. Applause. I need an applause button for Mr. McKeegan.
has been, it always will be. God is in control.
Sorry, RATzoid, you mispronounced never has been and never will be. The Earth is not flat, sir. It's a globe. It's a shame you bailed out on the Flat Earth Arena when you did. The Fram 2 mission just wrapped up. They did a polar orbit, like a shitload of times, and had a look at the North Pole and the South Pole within about 45 minutes of each other. You could have asked them for directions to the South Pole. Do you know what they wouldn't have said? Just go 90 degrees south. Yeah, they really could have helped you out on that one. What a shame.
Control. And I pray for you guys. And for everybody I've ever hurt in this community or said anything wrong, I apologize. I pray that you move forward. And with all the sincerity in the heart, guys, get ready. Get ready and know God is almost here. Till next time, God bless. Bye.
Still vile. He's not even on the screen, and he's still vile. Yeah. To anyone I've ever hurt in this community, I apologize. I hope you move forward. Like, I've apologized. I've said those words. So, you know, just fucking get over it. I've done my bit. What do you want? Like, no, that's not going to cut the mustard, RATzoid. Not even close. Not even close. It just makes me angry. RATzoid is a pole dancer. That is 100% correct. We've got video evidence of that. Big Fish asks a very pertinent question. I pray you move forward. Why not pray he does better? You know, over the years, a whole bunch of people have had to make apologies for doing things as demented as what RATzoid did. He could have just asked ChatGPT to write him an apology, plug some names in. Here's what I said. I want to apologize to these people for it. Help me out. Would have spat out a script. He could have sat down. He could have read that out. And it would have been a million times better than whatever the fuck that was. Because that was worthless. Your apology to Lisbeth was worthless. It wasn't worth the breath you drew to utter it from your hateful, spiteful little rat lips, sir. Pointless. That's 4.5 minutes of our lives we don't get back. Longer, because I bullshitted all the way through it and dragged it out because I'm a monster. But that's beside the point. Don't think about that too hard, people. For that, I do apologize. But look at that. The Vile still nails it, even on Toon's video. Awesome. I will remove that in a second. Even though it is objectively true. So as promised, I want to go through the rest of Toon's video now. We'll go back to, obviously, the favourite bit, even though I know it bugs Emma when I play the same thing over and over. But before we do, let's just check in. I think RATzoid is actually here and has something he'd like to share with the audience. RATzoid, I mean, look, the floor is yours.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep, I'm glad you shared that. And I agree. So that might be the first honest thing you've said in everything we've seen from you this evening. So I've gone back to just before. Actually, we'll go back further. Let's just go all the way back to the start. We'll watch all of Toon's video. It's shorter than Flatzoid's, but it says a hell of a lot. So it also says a hell of a lot more and does it a better way, because we all make better videos than RATzoid ever has or will. So let's check this one out and see, you know, where all this came about. They have fabricated a completely false story. Everything they're saying is a complete lie.
I wonder if it's Lisbeth. And I'm not going to say what she was wearing.
So, for context, because the context is missing from that video, they're looking at Jeran's screen. Jeran's going through a folder of pictures and they see someone dressed scantily clad in, we found out last night from Jeran himself, in a bathing suit. And it was a picture of Jeran's wife. That was them leaping to the conclusion that, I wonder if it was Lisbeth. Why would it be Lisbeth? No reason whatsoever. None. Just things he said. Because he wanted to. And because he's farming for clicks. Shock value, basically. That's all it was. No evidence. Nothing. And this chong-looking motherfucker and Porky Pig over the other side just agree. Yep. Nailed it. Must be right.
It was 11 days ago. What's the last stream?
Would you say she could have been a comforter through all this kind of deal? You know what I'm saying?
Nodding his head. She could have been a comforter through this whole thing. And watch Flatzoid's head. Nodding along and agreeing. That means you're complicit, RATzoid. You may not have said it, but we can see you agreeing with it.
Man, when they went down there, pretty girl, she was part of the package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the difference between Lisbeth and my wife. Lisbeth sends nude pictures to Jeran. My wife doesn't do that to anybody. So.
Prove it. Because Lisbeth has never sent a naked picture to Jeran. Ever. And the picture you're referring to didn't make it to Jeran from Lisbeth. It's a picture of his wife. What you did was take a years old picture from Facebook of Lisbeth in a bathing suit, put a big orange box from the neck down further, and pretended she was naked when she wasn't. It's 11 frames all over again. Why did you do that? Because you were trying to cover your ass. You got caught lying again. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. So before all this bullshit today in your little pity party 4-minute video, again, you were trying to lie your way out of lies. It doesn't work that way. And we all kept the receipts. You dumb shit.
So get your facts straight, mate.
No, that
My facts are straight, RATzoid. I got to have a chat to Jeran about it.
We literally have seen a picture of Lisbeth half naked for Jeran, so
You saw a picture of Lisbeth half naked, that's for sure. But you didn't see it on Jeran's stream. You saw it on Facebook, or you got emailed that picture by somebody and just ran with it. Did you reach out to Lisbeth or Jeran? Did you fact check it? Did you check your source? Did you image search it to find out where it came from? No. Of course not. You just ran with it and hung shit on everybody and then showed zero remorse for your actions. And I'm including your bullshit apology to Lisbeth in that because it doesn't count. It was worthless.
Sickos.
get your facts straight.
Absolute sickos.
That whole group is a perverted, nonsense, idiotic people, and frankly, they need to get a life. We all
Okay, so every other Friday night, some of what he just said is accurate in regards to the zoo crew, but in a very different context, and it's very specific. And it's all in good fun. What we don't do is target it at innocent people. We just target it at each other because we're debaucherous like that and it's fun as hell. That's beside the point. We're not the problem. That, my friend, is pure projection. You can Google that. You can find a definition for it. It's available in dictionaries as well. Projection. Projection. Doesn't have an SH in it for projection. Okay. So spelling's important. Google or Siri or whatever can help you out with that. But yeah, you might want to Google that word because that's what you were doing just there.
all know why Lisbeth went with on the group. Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Ski.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Have you ever heard of the saying before village bicycle?
Yeah, Toon bike.
Yep.
Where I'm from, it's the Toon bike.
Local pusher.
Yes, you are always accountable for everything. Remember,
You sure are, RATzoid. Always accountable. Again, he says the horrible, unsubstantiated, completely incorrect and fabricated bullshit. And then you're always accountable for everything. Like, you're accountable for what you said. And changing the name of your channel and pretending all of this never happened, that you can just run away from it, not an option. No, you don't. You owe all of the TFE participants an apology. All of them. And frankly, even if they get it, I'm not letting this go. You've done your dash here.
one day you're going to stand before God and you have to account for the things you've done, for the
Again,
decisions you've made.
Again, RATzoid, based on just the content of this video, how well do you think you're going to fare? How do you think that's going to go for you? Have a really long, hard think about that and don't just answer off the cuff, because when you answer off the cuff, it gets you into a little bit of trouble. The kind of trouble that you would need diplomatic immunity for. And you don't have it, my friend. You don't have it.
On the stream where we were saying there's a reason they took Lisbeth on the trip.
I was about to say, Sandra, what's wrong with you? What's your name?
Let's just put it this way. The reason we made that context is because we saw a picture of her from Jeran's stream that he
No, you didn't.
tried to hide. It was very...
Yeah, he might not have wanted his entire audience to see his wife's backside. And I think that's more than reasonable. You're the one who leapt to the conclusion that it was Lisbeth. And it absolutely wasn't. And Jeran spoke about that last night over on the Drunk to Bunk show. I won't rehash it here. It's in the third stream from the Drunk to Bunk show last night that we all got to have a chat with Jeran, and he talked about exactly that. He wasn't trying to hide it. He was trying to speed through, and he's got some very, very fucking valid and good reasons for it, which make perfect sense if you don't have your head shoved so far up your ass you can't hear anything.
Very revealing. So we said we all know why she was chosen for the trip.
That's not what you said. You said why she went. You didn't say why she was chosen. So you're just lying again after the fact.
A little eye candy, maybe? Or a little more.
Exactly.
Exactly. I don't even need to do waveform analysis on that. It was very clear. Little eye candy, maybe, or something a little more. Exactly. And the earlier clip makes it very clear what they meant.
Not our fault that this whole thing has been planned from long ago and the people they chose to go. If you don't like it, that's your problem.
As Dave McKeegan pointed out on this very channel, Lisbeth was a late addition to the party. Jonathan Morandi was a late addition to the party as well. Very late, in fact, for Jonathan. But she was never part of the original plan. It wasn't planned from long ago. That is another very big lie that you tell. You guys have been banging on about Will and Jeran have been planning this for years, which is complete and utter bullshit. Because Will kicked the whole thing off. But all of that aside, Lisbeth entered via the golden ticket offer, which turned out to be a scam instigated by, wait for it, drum roll, a shitty flat earther, New Moon, who if he ever shows up here, feel free to play Whack-A-Troll for absolutely no good reason. Just time him out. They won't because they're cowards. But if he did, Whack-A-Troll. 10 seconds every time. Don't let him talk. It's fine by me. Not a problem. Even if he emails me and says, why does this happen? You know why. So don't even go there. So she was told she had won a trip to Antarctica to go and see if there's a 24-hour sun. She was very excited and then had the rug pulled out from under her by said shitty flat earther. Then Will started a GoFundMe to try and help her get to Antarctica because obviously he felt fucking horrible that this had happened to her. And a White Knight donor came in and said, you know what, I'm going to cover it. She deserves to go. It's not her fault. And she got to go. And it was great. None of that involved any kind of picture sending or sexual favors being involved, you vile, lying piece of shit. So what we just saw in that little section is either tripling or quadrupling down on his claim. So he's not providing more context. He's just building his conspiracy theory that is based on nothing and making the situation worse because his bullshit audience is lapping it up at this point.
I just want to say to Alipio Barreto, RATzoid, what you and your team said about Lisbeth are too low, disgusting.
So PJ can't read the word disgusting, but that's someone in RATzoid's chat. I imagine it's probably someone who is not a flat earther speaking up, but saying, yes, what you and your panel have just said about Lisbeth is too low and disgusting. Let's see how they respond to that.
Is that so, Olivia?
I've never said anything about Lisbeth.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no. It's fine. You can think that if you want to, but Lipo, can I ask you something? Do you have any evidence that what I said was false?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can go over to the third stream from Drunk to Bunk and hear it straight from Jeran. You can go watch my other stream where Dave McKeegan popped up and spoke about it with me out of his own mouth. You can go to Dave McKeegan's channel and watch Dave McKeegan's stream from just yesterday and hear it all from him again. Plenty of first-hand accounts. Not the word of someone who was too much of a chicken shit to put his hand up and accept a free trip to Antarctica to test his religious belief and his claims about the shape of the Earth. How about that? By the way, there's been no attempt from RATzoid to counter or disprove any of the claims I made in my previous stream. Or claims I didn't make, rather. Things I'd heard from anonymous sources. So we can all assume they are all factual because RATzoid can't prove that anything I said was incorrect. I forgot to click the button. Here we go.
Well, so far I can
wait.
tell it looks like there's evidence for it. So
And I can tell you one thing: the videos I've seen from Jeran, it wouldn't put me past that he's done that stuff. The pictures I've seen from Lisbeth to him, yeah. Do I think McToon and them will take part in it? Well,
Wait. I just want you all to hear that again.
there's evidence for it. So
and I can tell you one thing: the videos I've seen from Jeran, it wouldn't put me past that he's done that stuff. The pictures I've seen from Lisbeth to him, yeah.
But you didn't see any pictures from Lisbeth to him, RATzoid. They don't exist. It's not a real thing. It is not a real thing. You are imagining it. Absolutely imagining it. Made it up. It's bullshit.
Do I think McToon and them will take part in it? Well, yes. Frankly, I don't think McToon is one of the cleanest guys around. I think he's one of the most perverted guys around. He's just like Jeran.
Aye.
So he's claimed that Lisbeth was the village bicycle, that she sent naked pictures to Jeran, which didn't happen. She absolutely was not the village bicycle in Antarctica. Essentially, RATzoid called her a whore, which is fucking disgusting, and insinuated she was a prostitute and prostituted herself to go to Antarctica, which is also 100% unfucking true. And then this piece of shit had the hide to turn around and accuse MC Toon and Jeran of being the perverted ones. Again, please, RATzoid, go to Google or Bing. You can Bing this shit and search for projection. Because, like, this guy and this guy and this thing are way more perverted and have got a dirty mind if that's where you went to when you saw that picture. You fucking pillocks.
So yeah, I'm just going to say it plain out. It's our opinion that that group that went needed a certain somebody for entertainment.
And your opinion is fucking vile, it's fucking disgusting, and you should apologize to everybody who went. No, not should. You need to apologize to everyone who went on that trip to Antarctica for what you just said. You disgusting piece of filth. You don't get to just rebrand your channel, walk away and say, well, no blood, no foul. Don't care. I'm going to hound you for this. You can block me and do whatever you want. Other people will pick it up and run with it. I'm not dropping it. It's vile. It is gross. It is inhuman. So far outside societal norms, it's not even funny. You don't get away with it just because you're on the internet and think you're untouchable. If you think that that's okay, your brain really is fucking broken.
Don't like it, that's your problem.
No, it's not my problem. It's your problem. It is your problem. And I'm really glad that it was made enough of your problem that you've done what you did and had to nuke your channel and rebrand it to try and get away from it. It's not going to work, but you're giving it a red hot go. And that's just the start.
and everybody has one. The
Yeah, especially when you work with atheists and occultists and people that are perverted. They have their Satanistic rituals they need to do. Okay.
What? Now we're all Satanists. I mean, I am, clearly, because he lives on my desk. Just so we're clear, RATzoid, in case you want to get all up in arms about it and take clips out of context or delete 11 frames maybe or call me a whore, feel free. But this is just a fucking light bulb. I'm not actually a Satanist, you moron.
Let's put it this way. Has my wife got anything to do with the flat earth?
Nothing.
No.
Has my wife got anything to do with Lisbeth sharing pictures with Jeran and them?
No.
Lisbeth didn't share pictures with Jeran and them. That's a lie. That's bullshit.
So what the hell are they putting my wife's name into this?
Exactly.
Who? Again, if that happened, I don't know if it did or it didn't. I don't endorse that. No interest in it. I don't even know your wife's name. And that wouldn't be cool. But it doesn't give you a pass for your bullshit. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 3 rats do make up a RATzoid stream. Maybe 4. That's it. That's the video. I'm still quite angry. Still quite angry. Anyway, that ends that particular section of another episode of RATzoid and Friends.
I'm a disgusting person. That everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and Friends. RATzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Lisbeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebrands scum, BJ2. With RATzoid's crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Flat earth lies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and Friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle-jerking cowards, RATzoid and Friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do. I'm not ending the stream, by the way. It was just the end of going over those videos. So, yeah. I won't say I feel better, but better's not the right word, but I feel a bit lighter getting all of that off my chest because it's really been bugging me all fucking day. But just So let me just, I did this last stream as well. I'm going to do it again. Indulge me, if you will. Flat Earth community. Over the last few days, things have been brought to light about a member of your community saying some quite heinous, disgusting things that have categorically and indisputably been proven untrue. They are false. They are made up claims from the artist formerly known as RATzoid. He's rebranded his channel over the last few days in an effort to hide that he was ever a flat earther and paper over the cracks in his little flat earth empire. He's made a habit of lying over the years. Who could forget his attempt to obfuscate the results of an actual space flight where he just deleted the frames out of somebody else's video to try and prove some kind of point. Still not really sure what that was about, but everything he said about it was crap. Everything Red said about it and Mr. Sensible, bang on, and they kept the receipts. You can check that out. That video still exists. But essentially, if you're a member of the Flat Earth community, or as we call it on our side, a cult, and no offense intended, but that is what it is. And this is another example of why we refer to it as such. RATzoid made comments about one of your own. Since when is that okay in any circles? the rest of his panel, Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind, PJ, Roger Ledwell, all of them were agreeing with it. But again, it has been categorically disproven. RATzoid has even attempted to make a couple of apologies because he knows he was wrong and he knows he was out of line. But those apologies don't cut it. Those apologies aren't up to snuff. He needs to apologize to everybody that he insulted with his remarks. He needs to apologize and he needs to retract the statement and make it clear to all of you amongst the flat earth community that what he said was untrue and to stop spreading it. It's misinformation. It has the potential to harm other people. Not just globers, flat earthers too. We're all on the hook for this. And a certain group of flat earthers and globers in particular. Now, regardless of how you feel about those people, my position here in the Debunkatorium is nobody deserves that kind of treatment ever. Despite the disagreements over the shape of the earth or anything else, we're all still humans and we should all be afforded that level of courtesy as such. RATzoid doesn't seem to share that belief at all. His parting shot as he walked away from the flat earth arena was to call everybody on the globe side basically Satanists and horrible and disgusting and obsessed and trying to destroy his character. But that's just, again, not the case, and it's untrue. He's done that by himself through his own actions, which he's also said we'll all be held accountable for and we'll all be judged for. But he's yet to do the right thing. So this is my challenge to you, the flat earth community. You go to Flatzoid or RATzoid, that's what I call him after this because it is disgusting. It's not meant as a joke. It is. It is gross. You all go to RATzoid and tell him that what he did was not okay, because it's not. And if you agree with it, you need to go and have a good hard long look in the mirror and readjust your life priorities and your thinking about certain things, because it's gross and you're wrong too. But if they did put you offside, do not stay silent about that. Silence means you are complicit. Silence means that you're okay with what he said and that you don't care, and that kind of speech, that kind of behavior is acceptable amongst your community. And I don't think any of you want to be setting that particular precedent. So you go to RATzoid, you tell him it's okay, and you tell him what he needs to do, which is apologize for what he said, apologize to the people he said it about, everybody who went to Antarctica, especially Lisbeth Acosta, and especially to Jeran. And probably also, especially to MC Toon. They're the main people that he referred to by name while spreading his lies, disinformation, and vile, disgusting untruths. He needs to apologize to all of them, and he needs to get on camera like this and retract those statements. Those things have to happen. If you're not willing to do that to Flatzoid directly, if you don't want to call him out in the comments, my email address is available in the description of all my videos. It's available on the about page of my YouTube. I've also got a link to my Discord. You're welcome there if you want to have a chat, and then you can message me if you want to send me an audio file without your face. If you just want to type it out, I can read it, however you want to do it. But you need to address this as a community. It shouldn't be up to us. It shouldn't be up to me, a flat earth debunker, to call RATzoid out for this. You guys should be policing your own. And if you won't do it, then you're a bunch of cowards and you're proving that you're in a cult. And that's not me calling you a name unfairly, because that's not my thing. But again, silence means you're complicit. And you guys have stayed silent about lies and nonsense and deceit for far too long. It's time you all stand up and with one voice declare what is and isn't acceptable for you anymore. And if you think what RATzoid has done, what Dearth has been doing, what Mark Sargent has been doing is okay, then we really are witnessing the death throes of flat earth. Because with that kind of hate and that kind of bile and that kind of disgusting behavior, your community's days are numbered. Speak up, make your voice heard, and let them know that this kind of crap will not stand. Don't leave it up to the Globe side. We know they're not listening to us. They might listen to you. Now I feel better. Really needed to get that off my chest. None of them are going to hear it, but if you want to clip that and share it around the traps, by all means, feel free. I might just chop it out of the stream and post it as an individual video. Who knows? That smacks of effort. Someone else can do it. Knock yourselves out. Anyway, how are you all doing? How are you lot? What have you been up to? I've just been here hanging out, perfectly calm and reasonable. Getting a little bit hot under the collar. It's going to be a 2-hour stream tonight, so we've got like another 18 or so minutes to go. We can do whatever you want. What do we want to do? I can't play trivia. I haven't got anything set up for that, and I don't know how to drive it, and I don't have a thing. So that's not really an option. But chat about whatever you want. What do we want to talk about? Should I take a road trip to RATzoid? Absolutely not, Gregory. There is no point or benefit to doing so. Absolutely not. Charles Arnold's backpack gets delivered on Thursday. But DP, what backpack are you talking about? I'm talking about the Wits at the Platypus Golden Shower Edition Adventure Backpack, available from the DP Debunk shop at Fourth Wall. There it is in all its glory. It's piss yellow. It's the same Wits at the Platypus backpack in the color of urine. At the request of Charles Arnold. He is the product designer. He's a young designer. He's new to the scene, but he's an up-and-comer. Expect to see more from Charles Arnold in the likes of Vogue and other fashion magazine. I don't know what they're called. I know Vogue. That's it. Is Vogue still a thing anymore? I don't even know. It's also got a pocket on the back. It's got an extra pocket back there. Look at that. Crazy. I think it does. It might not have on this one. I'm not sure. It does look pockety, but it might not be. So, I think on this one, the extra pocket's on the inside. But that's what the inside of the front pocket looks like. So there you go. That exists. And it's hilarious. Excuse me, I've got some gas from DPGs. Bruce Wolford is multitasking. He's got dinner on the cook, full at 4 on, listening to the live stream, and making the occasional comment. You have got your hands full, sir, unless you've got 4 hands, in which case you're at capacity and you need to settle yourself down. Flurf Gold, love it. What Karen B has a boyfriend. I'm not surprised. She's a lovely person. Maybe we should go to RATzoid's channel and order 3D printers. Thank you for the reminder, Big Fish. Speaking about urine, did I listen to Pee in the Tub? I have not listened to Pee in the Tub yet. I did request a Pee in the Tub song. I'm glad it exists. I will check it out after the stream. Geotagging the Wits at backpacks. I am not yet, but we have been having a conversation in Discord about geotagging the Wits at the backpacks and mapping them out on the globe as they reach people. I don't actually want to geotag them because it kind of strays into Dearth's data leaking territory, and I would hate for anyone to dox themselves by doing that. I think if people can indicate like what city they're in or a general region via email or via the Discord, like whatever they're comfortable sharing, I think that's enough to plot it out. While it would be cool to map like the travels of backpacks around the world, I don't want to dearth it, and it's not my area of expertise. So I think we'll go the manual route, but it'll still be fun. So I'll come up with something and post the dates in Discord for how we're going to do that. I may need some help if you're up for assisting. in such a venture, it would be greatly appreciated. Owlman was multitasking, making Yorkshire puds and roasties while listening, but commenting was a step too far. I am all day. That's fine, Owlman. Don't stress yourself out. It's fine. A whole verse was busy. I hate it when Suno does that, Emma. Or when it mixes them up. You've got your 3 verses, you've got your choruses laid out, and you're playing it back, and you're just waiting for the 3rd verse because it's got the best joke in it. And for whatever reason, it just goes back and does a 2nd verse again. Like, oh, you robot piece of shit. Geotagging with photos could be cool. Foxworth Kerman already owns a Cruelty 3D printer. I think I know why it's been acting up lately and not printing correctly. Because it's full of bile. This is what I wanted to do earlier. I know I ended the RATzoid and Friends section of the show. But I did have a laugh at this earlier today. So for those of you who may not know, I've said that a lot tonight. You all know. Social Blade lets you check out some stats for different yubtubbers and stuff. So when I noticed that RATzoid had changed the name of his channel, I thought, well, we should obviously look that up. So if we have a look at Creality, there's a few different results. But wait, not all of them are RATzoid's logo, are they? What's going on there? So in his attempt to rapidly and desperately rebrand his channel, what he's missed and he's not the top one, not by a long shot. Here's a page. Creality, 89,000 subscribers. That one has, and that's not RATzoid. If we go to YouTube and we get off his bullshit derp-laden page and we just search for Creality, let's see how far down the rabbit hole we've got to go. Let's see. There's a 3D printer. 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 Another one. Another one. Another one. Yep. That's still. Yep. We're still okay. Oh dear. That's not a shadow ban, RATzoid. That just means your channel name sucks and you've made yourself impossible for anyone to find. Whoopsie. Maybe you should have looked into that before you went all in. And now I'm into my previously watched videos. What do I watch on YouTube? I watch Marcus House. He makes videos about rockets and stuff. They're very cool. I highly recommend you subscribe to him. He's Australian. He does good stuff. This is how I did my bouncing DVD logo effect on my start and end screens, which I barely even use. And here's a video from Rocket Lab, which is awesome. If you haven't watched this, holy crap, it's Rocket Lab's proposed solution for the Mars sample return mission, how to get stuff back that the Mars rover has collected. And the video they've made for it is amazing. Super, super cool. Check that out. Rocket Lab's commercial solution to Mars sample return. I'd play it on stream, but I don't want to get slammed for it. So go watch it in your own time. It's only like 3 minutes long. It's fine. It takes you longer to rub one out. More 3D printers, more. There's the Creality channel, and that's about 3D printers. Okie dokie. We keep going. More 3D printers. More. 3D printer Captain America shield. That's pretty awesome. Spider-Man suit. Turn any image into a 3D print. This guy has found a much better CAD software than Fusion 360. About bloody time. 3D printer blobs. Why? I don't know. Can't find RATzoid anywhere. So, again, he's kind of screwed the pooch
As you've
there.
realized.
Shut up, you git. Don't want to hear it. Yes. So like on Mike's stream where we've got all our stupid sponsors around Mike's video window, which you're welcome to submit here if you've got sponsorship ideas for the channel. They're not real sponsors. We just put fake ads everywhere. I'm up for it. I'm not going to do it tonight, but if you welcome through on the Discord, I'll check him out and pick my favorites. Yeah. you've kind of screwed it. All these 3D printers that are all Creality with more subscribers than you. You're spewing all this truth, RATzoid, and literal machines outperform you. That makes me pretty happy. And all these folks, hot on your tail. Hot on your tail. But if we look at your channel stats, let's just check this out. He's got a grade of C. That might be the highest grade RATzoid has and will ever receive for anything. A big fat C. Congratulations. He ranked within a million of the top million of Social Blade. Spoilers, so am I. We'll have a look at that in a second. 3,587th in subscribers. In views, he's cracked the 4 million mark. What's ZA? What's this? What is it? I don't know. And I don't want an ad. Bugger off. Region. Okay, fine. Not really up there. And 3,156th on people rank. This is what was baffling me. On Saturday, so that's yesterday, my time, after all the horribleness came to light, he picked up 20 subscribers. 20. What the fuck? Anyway, just for a laugh, I'm not doing a comparison because I know I'm shithouse, but let's see where I'm at because we can. Because we're fair and balanced here. Thanks for dropping that link, Emma. I didn't even think to do that. You're all over it. I get a C as well. That is the highest grade I've ever received for anything in my life. And shit, eh? 2,869th. Nice. In Australia. It's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. Sweet. Look at me raking in the money hand over fist. Ha! Oh, dear, oh dear. So anyway, yeah. I've done that with 38 videos. A bunch of those are live streams. 835 subscribers. RATzoid's got 5,000 subscribers. Over 1,500 videos over, I think, like 3-4 years. This channel's been going since January. And we're about on a par. Just find that interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's not a competition, but if it was, going to win. Anyway. Megan's asking if she can join. I'm going to wrap it up in 6 minutes, Megan. But if you're up for testing out the guest system in a live environment, then I can make that happen. Actually, I'll send you the link through Discord. And if you want in, you let me know. Let's get that. Copy the link. I'll send you the link in the old Discords. I know you were probably joking, but... There's the link, and then you just need to set up your cameras and everything within that, and I'll keep an eye on the control room momentarily while I monitor the chat for shenanigans. And one of those live streams you didn't even turn up to. Hey, that happened once. Actually, yeah, I get what you're saying now. And yes, I had a live stream I wasn't even there for. I didn't have to sit there all day with PJ and the scumbag, and still outperformed him. So there is that. Big Fish says 1,500 videos and he hasn't said anything worthwhile yet. Agreed. Oh, the password. I'll send you that too. It is passworded. I'm all about security. Unlike a certain potato we all know and despise. There you go. It's a Simpsons reference. Shit, I've just given away the password. Oh my God, it's all going wrong. You lot, don't hack me. Don't you dare. I'll enable my derp. And where's my camera? Oh, I need to turn on virtual camera. And that'll work better. Video source is this one. Oh, that's working. Alrighty. Give me 1 second here, Megan, and I will set things up on the back. And we're going to have a guest first proper like guess that I'm prepared for, and we're all going to see if this works together. Shit, did I lock the thing? I bet you I did. I did, because I'm an absolute tool bag. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Shit. 1 second. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Don't judge me. Stop it. Don't be mean. Haha, fix that. Haha. Done, and done. I'll turn that off. So, ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from somewhere on the planet via interwebs. I have no audio source happening. Apologies. Let me just fix that. Boom. There we go. You should be able to hear me now. I can't hear you because I need to unmute that. There we go. I can hear noise on your end. Yeah. Oh, there's like a little bit of background noise, but that's fine. All right, yeah, because otherwise we get wicked echo and stuff. All right, so joining us live from the internet, you know her from chat. She's an absolute champion. She's responsible for all the characters I've been annoying you with. It is the one, the only, me, but not me, me in chat. Ta-da! It's not working. It's broken. Oh my God. It's broken, Megan. I've broken it. Give me 1 second. No, I broke it. I need to update the link really quickly. Into OBS. I need to go to studio mode. I need to go back to this one, and I need to go to this window, and I need to go to properties, and I need to paste this link in and go OK. And it should kick in any second now. Any second now. Any second now.
Oh, good.
Why are you wearing your gas
shit,
mask?
I got the gas mask on. My bad. How about this? Is this better?
Much better.
Oh, wait. Well, the arms haven't come back. Oh, my filter didn't work. Oh, well.
Okay, this should
Anyways.
be behaving. Is this working on
Can y'all hear
stream?
me?
You're on screen. Yay, I fixed it. I did a thing, everybody.
Golf clap.
Victory! Fantastic. How you doing, Megan? How you pulled up
Oh,
after
my
last
filter
night's
finally came
shenanigans?
It's been a rough couple of days, but I didn't wake up with a hangover. So I'm already one up on Mike.
That's a bonus. Yeah, I think
How about yourself?
he was feeling it. I was fine. Like everything wrapped up at 9:30 at night for me. So I had no wishes at all. I'm just upping your volume because we've had some complaints because everyone's a whinging pack of mongrel. No, it's fine. I can tech.
That happens with the internet, even with the best community.
Yeah, and this
which
is
we do have.
If I remember correctly, we have Jasmine beside you. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
That is Jazz. She is still hanging on, but I do feel like I need to put her out of her misery because I don't know how much she's there, but she's struggling. So I mean, she's gripping with her claws, so I can't imagine she's comfortable.
Yeah. She does.
So I put a GoFundMe out on my Facebook for all the people who know Jasmine, all the rich friends I had from the island. Be like, hey, I need help euthanizing my cat. So I'm hoping my rich friends will help me out with that.
Please feel free to put it in the chat.
Oh,
and
I
please
don't
share it on the
expect.
Discord as well.
I'm not asking this chat to do it. I was asking my rich fucking boater friends from Catalina.
Even better. But you don't even have to ask this chat because everyone's going to want to help out. And IG as well.
Well, I already know this is an amazing community.
Even if you don't send it to everybody, I'll send it to me because I would like to contribute and help out. I'm not trying to make it all about me, but I had a beautiful old dog years ago when I was a kid. No idea what breed she was. My parents found her tied to a pole in the middle of nowhere once upon a time and were like, that's crap, and took her home. And she was the loveliest old thing. She couldn't see. She had cataract. She was absolutely ancient. But she'd still do that little dog thing where you could get her really excited and she'd get the zoomies. And she couldn't do it for long, but she'd do it and she'd have a great time. We got back from a camping trip and she got out. We just moved to a new place. Little black dog out on the road and got hit by a car and had to be put down.
What was his name?
Her name was Zoe. I'll show a picture next
Zoe.
stream. I've still got a
Great
photograph
name.
of her. And she was lovely. And then our next dog was a purebred Kelpie, a red working dog.
What is a Kelpie?
It's like a sheep herding dog, basically. So they've got big pointy ears and.
I love herding dogs.
Yeah, so they don't look like a blue heeler. They're more like a reddy brown color. But Taz had like a white diamond on his head, and he had the socks happening. And his name was Taz because when we went to get him, he was a puppy, and 4 other puppies were there running around and playing and trying to look cute. And Taz was just over in a corner, literally chasing his own tail, catching it, biting it, freaking out, and then doing it again. I was like, I want that one because he's insane.
Holy
like me.
shit! You're gonna laugh when you see Jasmine's best friend, who I named my kitten after her best friend, who was a dog. And when I named Tika, my cat, Tika, after the dog, she's like, that's not fucking Tika. And she was so pissed. She did not like that kitten. But wait till I show you a picture of Tika because, yeah, well, she had longish red hair. So she was a husky shepherd, Aussie mix, husky Aussie. So she had like longish hair, red hair, and she had a white snout with freckles. And then my cat has the same blue eyes that I had, or have. She had the same blue eyes that I have. And people are like, do you know that your animals look just like you? And I'm like, damn straight. Damn straight. They're fucking amazing. But yeah,
right.
let me pull up that was a good right. I was okay with that. Yeah.
Right.
I did have, because I lived on this little island with a population of 150 people. And so I'd walk my cat and my dog along the beach and they'd be wrestling with each other. And then like the first row of boats on the moorings would be like, is that a cat and a dog playing? I'm like, yeah, they're pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, deal with it. Cartoons are full of shit. It's not how they work. Alrighty, I'm gonna drop out because I do have to log off. I've got to go to work tomorrow, which means sitting at this desk for another 8 hours, like I have all weekend.
You gotta at least let me show the picture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can do that. In fact, I insist. And I am watching
this one. You can see both of them, and they're not fighting because I do have bitchin' fighting pictures. All right, there's Tika and there's Jasmine. It's very out of focus. But what do you think of that dog? Is that pretty close?
Pretty close. I'll whack it on Discord. I'll find a good picture of it won't be Taz because I don't actually have any photos of him, which is a bit sad. But I'll find some good pictures of Kelpies that are close to it to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. But yeah, we'll definitely. But that's a beautiful dog. That's really nice picture too.
Now I'll allow you to leave. It wasn't my dog. It was my part-time dog. It was a coworker of mine who was an alcoholic, and like one time he flipped his vehicle in a ditch, and everyone was worried about Tika and not about the dude. I'm like, no, it's cool. Tika's at my house. It's okay. She's okay.
It's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. All right, cool. I'm just gonna flick to the other screen, and then I'll kick you out of the thing on the back end in a second. But thanks for testing it for me, Megan. It kind of worked. My computer really doesn't like it, but that's good to know. Good information. But I'll talk to you on Discord, and I look forward to your logo submission for the Zoo Crew, because I'm sure there's going to be one.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work. I'm on it.
I know, right? I wish I hadn't done one because now everyone's like, that'll do. They can't be bothered. So unfair.
Well, I mean, AI, sure, I can pump whatever I want into AI, but I do my art myself, so that's a lot of
AI's
work.
fair use. AI's fine. Or you can steal someone else's logo and just rebadge it. I'm fine with that. That's not a problem. I'm all about plagiarism. Just like RATzoid.
I'm sorry to say, my audio just cut out because this thing died. I can't hear you, but I'm out.
That's all right.
So you can leave. Mwah.
It's me.
Much love.
I don't say anything worthwhile. You too.
Push me out
Thanks,
because I don't know
Megan.
how to get out of here.
Will do. There you go. I can do guesty things, people. That was Megan. Round of applause for the Megan. I'm just going to kill that thing now because I'm not going to use it. Not Megan, just the thing I was using. No one's dying. It seems harsh. And do that. And I can't kick you out from the back end. So you do you. It's fine. Right. I know we had some lag issues and the chat was messing up. I'll work on that in the back end and see if we can fix it. Yes, I do need some more hamsters. The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's not going to be a super long one. As I said, I do have to work. I'm on the wrong screen. All my tech ability's gone. No, I'm on the right screen. I changed the layout and it looked wrong. It is hot. I'm a little bit flustered. But we had a guest and it worked. I've impressed myself. It doesn't take a lot. It's a very, very low bar, but that was cool and it kind of worked. I'll keep researching. To all of you, I want to say thank you for joining me and for putting up with my rants and anger the last couple of streams. I'm hoping it'll bleed out. As long as RATzoid keeps his mouth shut, we might be able to do something different next time. If I'm still mad though, then no, I'm going to keep right on going. I do want that apology and I want that retraction. It needs to happen. If you can help spread that challenge to the flat earth community far and wide, it's the least the insulted parties deserve. They deserve a hell of a lot more from RATzoid than that. And I think we're going to leave it there. But before we go, there is someone else waiting in the wings. So if I just go, we can probably get you in on this screen. Are you there? Hello? The audio's not coming through. Are you there?
Good morning, good evening, good
There we
afternoon,
go.
wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
There he is. Hey, CC Lisbeth. How are you doing?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't either. I've just had Megan on. I could go for a couple more minutes if you wanted to have a chat, CC Lisbeth.
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
It's on the phone. Sorry, folks. I would have loved to have had a chat with CC Lisbeth. One day we'll get him. One day it'll happen. Again, always cheers me up. Oh, Megan wants me to share a new addition to the ranks. And I will do so. 1 second. I believe the intent is to have this one animated as well, which would be epic, but absolutely no pressure because I know it takes some work and time. Porky's is not a great 70s movie. It is a 70s movie. I think the word great is a little bit of a stretch. I'm sitting here talking about it like, oh, I don't want to spoil what it is. And Megan's literally been screaming, Porky! In the chat. That's a hint. Shh. It is Porky Sergeant. I'm full of shit, folks. How fucking great is that? It fits way too well. Porky Sergeant, everybody, will be joining the cast of characters here in the Debunkatorium very, very soon. And Megan just said the animation is him slapping himself in the face with his cat. In my head, I thought he'd be putting the hat on his head, but if he's literally whacking himself in the face with it, mwah, You are doing the Lord's work, and I cannot thank you enough. You're earning yourself a t-shirt or a backpack or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's Porky Sargent. I'm very much looking forward to the voice cloning for him. And he is next on, I won't say next on the hit list, but he's on the hit list because the stuff he's been saying about members of the WWF, as coined by Jeran, the We Were Flat, or Jeran or Melodome. I think it's like a combined thing they came up with, maybe. One of you should get the credit for it. I don't know who. But the former Flatties, the Future Foundation, that's what we should call them. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, the bullshit Porky Sargent's been spouting about them is it's not as bad as what RATzoid's been saying, but we're talking, I said this afternoon, 1 or 2 degrees of separation, like a piece of paper between a bee's dick of separation is what we're talking about. Not enough to get him off the hook at all. So that's gonna be a thing. Porky is an advocate for no pants. Yet another cartoon character who will run around all day and have all their adventures, no pants. Yet, when they show them getting out of the shower, always got a towel wrapped around their waist. What's that about? You want to talk about conspiracy theories? When are we going to crack that nut open, folks? Anybody got an explanation for it? I think not. We tackle the big issues here in the Debunkatorium. Right. I think we're going to leave it. I would play a song. I will play a song. Oh, I did make one more thing, and I need to change how it makes itself known. Did I have it on this screen? I don't think I do have it on this screen. Where did I put it? Shit. Hang on, I gotta find it. It's around here somewhere. Is it up here? JBK? No. Oh God. Is it here? Nope. Here? I wouldn't put it there. That would be dumb. Did I put it here? I might have put it here. Really? No. This one? Why would I do that? Did I have a stroke? Did I not build this thing? What's going on? I know I built it. Sorry. I know I'm doing the thing. I'm losing all the goodwill I garnered by being able to tech this evening. I just set it all on fire. Is it this one, maybe? Son of a bitch. Did I do it on the screen share page? Main guest. Why would I do that and not save it? Why? Why? What an absolute moron I am. Oh well, you're going to have to wait till next time. It was awesome. It was the Juicebox King and it played the song and everything. It's not there. I don't know where it's gone. So I'm going to go to the bog standard, dirt boring end screen. Nothing fancy or special going on there. Let me just go to my music folder. That was... Is there a dark mode for VLC player? Jeez Louise. I will find that after the stream. Music folder. Huzzah. Let's go with that one. That will freaking do it. So I'm going to flick over to the end screen. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't stress too much, Megan. It was just me ranting, and thankfully it's not a super long stream. So if you played at double speed, you can catch up in no time, and I'll sound like a really fucking angry chipmunk or something. It'll be great. Thank you all. I love you all. You are the best people on the internet for putting up with my derp. Thank you to everybody who swung by to the Debunkatorium. Do I have a microphone on the end screen? We're going to find out in a second. Here we go. No, I don't have a microphone set up on that one. Let me set that up first because I want to keep talking. Actually, screw it. Let's get out of here. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. I will probably see you all around about this time tomorrow night because I got no life. So why the hell not? Peace out. Be excellent to each other. Don't be a RATzoid. And until next time, I shall see you next time. And be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye. Wrong button. Wrong button. God fucking damn it. Bye.
Juice, box, king, stay hydrated. Debates getting heated, tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched, panic in his eyes. Words start slipping, claims going south. Only one solution, juice box in his mouth. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Brain in a spiral, can't rebound. Straw locked in, lips engaged. Facts too dry, juice cascades. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Moon's too bright, it's a government scheme. NASA beams images, sure in a dream. But wait, his throat gets dry as a bone. Time for the juice, gotta chug it alone. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Debates in flames, can't be found. Straw locked in, mind disengaged. When the truth hits, juice rampage. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Juice to the left, sip. Juice to the right. Nico in trouble, straw takes flight. Refill that box, stay in the fight. When the facts are too dry and your points don't land, there's always a juice box right there in your hand. Sip away, don't be shy. Just don't choke when the truth rolls by. Juice box king! Juice, box king, stay hydrated.